Expository writing is the topic of the day. Mrs. G works with the students to understand whether fiction or nonfiction is part of expository writing.
Together, what we're going to do is we're going to look at a piece of expository text. And we're going to make some observations about that text. What do we notice about how it's organized? And then in your graphic organizer, we'll jot down a couple of different features or characteristics. And then I'm going to let you get with a partner, and you'll continue to explore nonfiction. Okay. Actually, we're going to take a look at a couple of different ones. Look at the cover of that book. Fiction, nonfiction. Raise your hand. Tell me what you think. Fiction or nonfiction? Fiction or nonfiction? Raise your hand when you think you know. Push your hands down. Raise your hand if you think it's fiction. Raise your hand if you think it's nonfiction. All right. What were your clues? What were your clues that this is nonfiction? Kyle.
It says about the dictionary.
And we know that reference material, any reference material out there, is going to be expository or nonfiction. All right, let's look at a page. And I'm going to have to flip back and forth between the examples that we look at and the graphic organizer. All right. So this is a page from the dictionary. I'm just going to survey the text and tell me what you notice. What do you notice on the page? This is a piece of expository. What do you notice? Turn to the person on your left or on your right and tell them what you notice. Turn to the person on your left or right and tell them what you notice about this page. Think your share. What do you notice? Alright, what did you notice? Characteristics or features of that page. Lauren.
I was going to say pictures, they were just like photos, pictures, they were artifacts, pictures, also pictures, there's captions, pictures.
Alright, she's named several features, so let's stop for just a second and talk about each one. First thing she mentioned was, what did she mention, everybody? What did she mention? Artifacts, which is a photograph. So let's make that our first feature. So in the first row, write photographs. Now, let me tell you what we do on the right-hand side where it says description. We're going to describe this feature. What are its characteristics? Where is it on the page? How does the reader use that particular feature? So describe this for me. Talk about the photograph that you saw on that page. I'll give you an example. Let me get us started. Photographs support the text. Photographs support that text. Anything else that you would use to just
like a captioning?
and that's another feature. Let's go ahead and add it. Captions. How would you describe captions? If someone did not know what a caption is, how would you describe it to them? Define it or describe it to them? Carol.
It's something that explains.
It explains the picture, and I'm gonna add, so if Carol doesn't mind, I'm gonna add something to what she just said. 1 to 2 sentences.
But sometimes it's shorter.
Sometimes it is. 1 to 2 sentences that explain the photo. It could be a photo, illustration, picture.
Mrs. G covers fiction and nonfiction and then calls on the students to identify characteristics that are found within expository writing.